Hey, I'm Scott and I'm an American in Bangkok. And I got a letter from a woman, and I actually feel for this woman. I'm not going to say her name, but she says, I just watched one of your YouTube videos about Thai women and getting into relationships with bar girls. My boyfriend has a fascination with Thailand. He is 55. He has been there several times over the last 3 years. I met him after his last visit there. He told me about it, so he is an upfront guy. The problem, he always saw the same woman when he went. He always goes to Pattaya. She was one of those girls you pick out of a crowd or something like that. By number, I think. Okay, well, maybe she worked at a bar. Maybe she worked in a fishbowl. Who knows? But he honestly believed he had something special with her. Anyway, during this time last year, she emailed him that she was engaged to someone else. He didn't talk about Thailand anymore after that, but he decided he had to make another trip to figure some things out. He found her, of course. I'm sure it was not hard because she's still hanging out in the bars there. He has been with her even though she's engaged to some other foreigner. That doesn't surprise me. He says he gives the marriage 6 months and that her family wants him more than the other guy. He always defends her as a good woman. All right, let me stop right there. The family says they like you better than him. And guess what? When she finds another guy who's got more money or who seems to have his shit together more than you do, they're going to like him more than they like you. That's how it works. Of course, it hurts that he has treated me this way, but I am more concerned about him and his drinking the Kool-Aid. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. This happens all the time, and this is something that I don't usually talk about, but for many of the guys who come over, they fall in love with some girl, she's working in a bar, they think, oh my God, my life's going to change now. I don't know what this woman looks like or anything like this, but some guys, maybe they're unhappy with their relationship, maybe they're unhappy with how the woman looks, maybe maybe she's a bitch or whatever it is. And then they come over and they find this Thai girl who he's paying, and because of that, she's waiting on him hand and foot. And then later on, he's like, oh my God, I'm in love with this girl. And then when he gets back, and the girl who is there, she's not really as bad as he thinks, but he makes it worse because he wants a relationship with the Thai girl, and then the woman back home is suffering because of it. And that happens a lot. I don't usually talk about it, but, it's like, these kind of things happen. So, no, you're not wrong. I know that some may be good women, but doesn't her behavior suggest she's just after the money? Yes, you would think he would know this. She's a bar girl. Don't get involved with a prostitute and expect them to be faithful, because it ain't going to happen, okay? And when I first came over here, there were times where I would be in bed with a woman, and her phone would ring, and she'd go, shh, shh, shh. Yes, honey. Oh, yes, babe. Oh, I love you. I'm so tired. Yes, I'm at home now. I'm so tired. Yes. But I miss you. Oh, I miss you too. Yes, I love you too. I love you too. And then she would hang up and she'd go, he's stupid. I love his money. I don't love him. So, what do you... and they are not all like that. I don't want to stereotype. Even all bar girls are not alike. Even all prostitutes are not alike. Prostitutes are in the business of making money to have sex, to provide a service. Even if it's not having sex, they want money. That's the thing. A lot of guys don't think about this. But don't come to Thailand for the first time or the second time or whenever and say to some girl who's in a bar, hey, you want to go see a movie? You want to go have dinner somewhere? Well, okay, she will. And guess what? She wants to be paid. Yeah, but I paid for her dinner. I took her out to a nice restaurant. I took no, but you know what? To them, it's they spent their time with you. Okay? They lost potential income because their time was taken with you. So they don't care if they're opening their legs up or if they're going out for a nice meal at the Dusatani Hotel. They don't care. I don't really have a question for you because to ask you how I can wake him up is not realistic. He won't until he wants to. Well, like I always say, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's as simple as that. He is there now and coming back here on Wednesday. I am really worried about him making some kind of life plans that it sounds like will end in ruin. Anyway, thanks for listening. First of all, the one thing that I would say is, why are you still with the guy? Because I mean, you either really love him or I don't know why you're staying with him. Maybe you live with him. I don't know. But you're involved with him, and he's going and doing these things. So if he's done it this time, he's probably never going to get it out of his blood. Once guys come here and they start experiencing that, they either come to Thailand once and they have their fun and they do their thing and they go back and everything's fine, or they go off on some wild goose chase and they're forever trying to chase that one perfect girl. And the thing is that what a lot of guys don't realize is that they think that they're going to come here, they're going to find the girl of their dreams who is so perfect. But you may find the girl of your dreams. You may find a wonderful woman who is good to you, and you're very lucky to be with her, and she's lucky to be with you, and it's a great relationship, and you care about each other. But there are a large number of guys who come here, and they expect this subservient, quiet, docile woman who provides everything they need and maybe mothers them, provides their sexual needs, and does everything. Okay, now hopefully she takes care of the sexual needs, but the point is that they have high expectations. And from what I have seen, what I know from my experience, the vast number of Thai women, although they tend to be more laid back than some Western women, and less just aggressive in their nature or their demeanor. They're laid back, and they kind of just wait to see how the person is. And they do have that mentality that wait and see mentality. They want to look at a person for a long period of time and see how they act in certain situations, and then they make decisions based on that. Not to say that Western women don't do that, but I think they do it. Thai women do it on a regular basis. They do it all the time. They want to see, how's this person going to react. Then they decide they're going to get involved. Instead of like, they go out, they get drunk, they nail the guy, and then they're like, oh my God, I'm in love now. He treated me so good in the sack. I've never been with anybody. I mean, yeah, it happens, but I think, I wrote this woman back, and I think one thing that I wrote was, he's a big boy. He's 55 years old. Okay? If he's going to fall on his face and he's going to end up in ruins, there's nothing you can do about it. What I would do is I would just be there for him as like a friend and provide support. If I was a woman, I guess, I would maybe try to be there for him as a friend and provide support. I don't know that I would even do that. I think I'd just let him fall on his face. But you seem to care about him a lot, and I would say maybe do that. You give him a little bit of support, and you just see what happens with the guy. But I think it's kind of hard to plan a life with somebody. He's your boyfriend, or I don't know what kind of relationship you have, but it's kind of hard to plan a life when some guy's going running over to Pattaya, which, when you think about it, this is an area of the world that is known for being Sin City. It's like, you go to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, what happens in Pattaya stays in Pattaya. I mean, or it should, but obviously it didn't in this case. So there's no real answer to this, aside from maybe you might want to find another boyfriend. Maybe you might want to just give him an ultimatum. I don't know. I don't really know the answer to this, but I can tell you that you alone are probably not going to be able to change how this guy feels about this Thai woman or going to Thailand. And the thing is that it's so funny that the guy seems to think that he's different from the other guy. You see, she's a good woman. She's different from all the girls who, you know, are. Listen, it's not to say that a prostitute is a bad woman, but when you expect to get into a loving, committed relationship because the other person loves you and is committed to you, and that person's job is to act like they care about you or act like they care about your happiness for the money, then it makes it very difficult to know what's what. I mean, you're in a position where you're like, I don't know if it's which way is up. So that's all I got. I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Until next time, chok di lat jerken mai.